Hey everybody, so today I am going to go through everything that it took me to build a vanity with a Broadway mirror / light deal. So I decided to go ahead and do this myself since everything else online was astronomical in price. Anything decent anyways was over $800, and I thought that was just not feasible for my budget. And so I am a do-it-yourself kind of gal, so I'm going to go ahead and try this. So I thought I'd start this video out. It's probably going to be a couple section video as I am going to build this as I go and record it as I go. So first I have a couple projects I've been working on to help with organization and for jewelry and my makeup and everything like that. And then also, I'm going to show you everything that I bought and kind of give you a price as I go, so you could kind of estimate how much you're going to spend. And also, it helps because maybe you don't want to do the full project that I'm doing, so maybe you just want to do the mirror with the lights, maybe you just want to do the vanity, maybe you just want some ideas on organization. So it's kind of going to be all balled into one. So I hope this video helps you guys, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I went ahead and, sorry, I'm like trying to do this while charging my phone at the same time. I know I'm so irresponsible. But for my base of my vanity, I went to Walmart and I got a couple of these media storage towers. So I needed to get 4 of them because due to the dimensions, which I'll show you here in a second. They come in 3 different colors. So they come in black, white, and a normal wood color. And I went with the black because my whole vanity is going to be black, because since it's going to be makeup and different things like that on the countertop, I didn't want something white where it's going to show, or if it was white or the wood, I was scared if something were to nick it, it would look silly. So for the longevity of the lifespan of hopefully this vanity, I wanted to be as safe and predictable as possible. So what's nice about this is that it does have shelves in, so you can store your makeup right on the sides. You don't need drawers or to spend $20 on one of those plastic drawer pullouts underneath your vanity, which I think is really silly. Sorry for the pause there. I thought my camera stopped recording. But so these I will show you here are the dimensions. And this is why I need 4, because of the width and the depth. So, yeah, these are about 13 or 15, one of the 2, bucks a piece. And it seemed like the most reasonable. Now, you want to be careful when you're trying to find something for your base, because you don't want something too high to where a stool isn't going to reach, or your chair. And you also don't want something so wide that you're adding extra length to your vanity top, depending on how much space you have. But you can kind of play around with this. They have different things, different book shelving that you could probably use. But this one definitely worked best for me. And yeah, so there's that. And then traveling over here, I went ahead and got this huge board. As you can see, it's almost as tall as my dresser. And it's hardwood plywood. It's 5 sheets thick. You can get different thicknesses. There's 3, there's 5, and then I think there's like 6 or 8. And I went and got the 5. It's really pretty thick. I could lean on it and it's not even going to bow. The reason I went with this hardwood plywood is for that reason. It's not going to warp. It's not going to bow after a couple of years. If for some reason your house gets humid, you know, it's not going to let that moisture in and absolutely ruin your vanity like a piece of regular plywood would. And yeah, so I got this at Home Depot. It was the best deal, and I spent probably about $15 on it, maybe 20, I can't really recall, but somewhere in that vicinity. Definitely worth the extra money because it's going to last forever, and I don't need to replace it on a yearly or maybe 3-year basis. I just didn't want that hassle. So because that definitely does not match the color that I want my vanity to be, I went ahead and went to Walmart, and for $5 or a little bit less of that, I got this poly shade stain and polyurethane in one step. So you don't need to prime the wood. It's all in one. And it says that I only need 1 coat, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do 2. I don't know. I'll let you guys know as I get going. But I got this in black, and I got it gloss. You can get it in ultra gloss. You can get it in flat black. And they also have it in wood color. So if you want it wood colored, by all means, have at it. And they also have white. And then if you go to their website, they actually have different shades like hot pink, purple. You can find different things if you want to be really drastic with your vanity or want something for like a kid's room, go for it. So, and what is this? Yeah, 32 fluid ounces, way more than I'm going to need to coat. And I'm going to coat both sides and of this. So all surfaces of this piece of wood are getting coated with this. So in the past, I've done some do-it-yourself projects with wood, and it can really be a pain in your rear end, especially with dealing with grain and dealing with streaking, and sometimes parts of your board soak in better than other parts. So instead of doing the whole brush route, I actually found this nifty little thing at Walmart. This roll-on was, I think, $4, and it comes with a little rolly, and it's really fluffy, and this is for stain projects only. So this is really nice, and I'm excited to try to roll this. This is going to be my first wood rolling project, if you will. And then I didn't know how well one roll was going to work, so I got 2 spares. I think this was like $3 for the extra rolls. Might as well be safe than sorry and having to run all the way back to Walmart. So from there, I went ahead and bought my mirror. Best deal was definitely at Home Depot. I got a beveled mirror, which means that there's no frame around my mirror. You can do what you like, but this is just how I wanted mine to look. And the nice thing about these mirrors from Home Depot or from Lowe's, wherever is a better price for you, is that it comes with the clips for the mounting, so you don't have to buy the extra screws and the mounting kits and blah, blah, blah. My mirror is 24 by 30, and it was $20, I think in $19.99 at Home Depot. Definitely a really cool deal, but I've seen some really cool do-it-yourself lighted mirrors with circle mirrors, with more elongated mirrors, with really anything that you like. So, I mean, have fun doing this project and kind of experiment as well. After that, let's see here. I got my light bars. So let me move this out of the way. So these are my light bars. I got them at Home Depot. Best bang for your buck there. They do have them at Lowe's. They do have them at Walmart. They do have them also at your local hardware store. The only thing is the ones at Walmart and your local hardware store don't really look this classy. They're, if you can see here, it's just like this flat chrome piece, but it's rectangle, and it just doesn't look very special. It kind of looks really blah. And so I kind of steered away from that. I got 2 6-bulb bar lights and 1 4-bulb bar light. So I've watched a lot of do-it-yourself with these lighted mirror projects, and you can either just do 2, like 1 on each side of your mirror, which works perfectly fine, or you can do sides and the top. You don't want to do just the top because you'll get this shadow on your face, and that kind of defeats the purpose of a lighted vanity mirror. But I wanted mine flush, so I wanted like all the bar lights to touch each other and make a flush rectangle around, or half rectangle, however you want to look at it, around my bar light. I didn't want space. So that's how I went with that. And really, really simple instructions. Let's see, these bar lights I think were 22 or $24 a piece at Home Depot, and then this one was I think 12 or 14 for the smaller ones. And they do make a 3-bar light too. So if you get a smaller mirror, they do have even a smaller set of these lights, and they do have larger ones of these sights, and they do have an in-between one of the ones that I have. So, excuse me. So, from there, I went and got these cords, and these are to plug in my bar lights to an outlet. So, do not look for these in your electrical section of Home Depot, Lowe's. Don't do it. They're not there. So, where they are is with these bar lights on like an end shelving unit, and There's different sizes. I got 8-foot cords just to be safe because I don't mind the extra slack. I can always zip tie them together. But so on one side of these, is, let me see if I can find it with one hand here. Okay, right here. So it comes with these little ends here. And these ends you're going to twist around the same cords on the back of your bar light. And then here is a outlet plug, 2-prong. And I bought clear. You can get white or black. I just wanted it to not be very noticeable because you are not going to be able to hang these behind your bar lights. They're going to have to, I'm going to play around with this as I go. Really haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. But you have to hang them flush along the sides of your bar lights because if you put this behind your bar light will then not be flush to the wall, and it looks really tacky when you do it that way. Out of the others that I have seen do it that way. So icky, don't do it. Get the clear to just tack it somehow on the side of your mirror. I'll show you how I do mine when I put it together. Also, safe buy. Oh, by the way, these were like $2 at Home Depot. And then I also got these butt splices. I know, funny word, haha. But I got the 22 by 16s because then it'll cover both ends of what I'm putting together when I'm hooking this to the bar light. Just for safety precautions, it's always nice to do it the right way than to do it the half-assed way and then run into problems down the road. Or if you have a shortage in one of them, blah, blah, blah. The possibilities are endless, of course. So, yeah, definitely got these super cheap. I think like $1, 97 cents. Nothing too expensive. I did get the bigger box, however, you only get 8 in the smaller box, so I got the bigger box. From there, let's see. Since I'm talking about outlets, let's go over here. So I got one of these bar strips from Walmart. I think they were this one was like $2 or $3. And what I'm going to do, if you can see my mirror here, this is the bottom of my mirror. Once it's hooked on the wall, I'm going to put this outlet strip underneath my mirror. Just so then I can plug in my hairdryer, my curling iron, my hair straightener, my whatever iron, straight to my cell phone charger. You know that's more convenient when you're sitting there trying to get ready and you need to plug in your phone, but you're still trying to make plans with your girlfriends, and now you're trying to get up from your vanity and over to the other side of your room where your outlet is. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'm going to put this here, and that way I can plug in all that jazz straight here, and I don't have to bend underneath my vanity. I don't have to get an extension cord. I just don't have to worry about it. And it's nice because there's a surge protector, so if for some reason, you need that, perfect. And they come in different colors too. So you can, however, get these really long, elaborate strips, right, at Home Depot or Lowe's. And they are expensive beyond belief. They are definitely over $40. And it just seems so silly to spend so much money on something so simple that you could buy from Walmart for $2. And so what if you see a little bit of the cord before it tucks down behind your vanity? I really didn't care about that. But to each their own. And I also got this little outlet guide. So I'm going to put this in my outlet that is actually on the wall so that I can hook in my bar lights all to the same location. And I have a really nice feature in my house to where the lights are hooked up to the light switch. So when I turn, as long as everything's plugged in and I turn on my light switch, well, then my vanity turns on as well. If you don't, however, have that luxury, you're going to want to put this in the outlet to where your bar lights hook in away from your vanity, unless you really don't care about bending under it each and every time to plug in your lights, which can somewhat sound like a pain in the butt. But, you could figure it out, play it around, use your imagination. And also, this was just like a $3 to have. And it also has a nightlight on it, which is kind of nice. So if you're kind of getting ready early in the morning and you need to see your outlets before you turn your bright lights on to wake yourself up, that's kind of nice to have. Excuse me. And then on these cords, you can spend an extra couple bucks and get the cords that have like the little flip-ons. There's a little dial on them. So you could always keep it plugged in and then just turn your dials on every morning and turn them off that way as well. So whatever works for you, kind of play around, know that your options are open, and, you're going to have to use some imagination because not everybody's houses are wired the same, obviously. So from there, I went ahead and got light bulbs for my bar lights. So I need 16 light bulbs. So I went ahead and got these 60 watt bulbs. Now let me tell you, these bar lights say that you can have 100 watt bulbs in them. Good luck finding them. If you find them, please post to this video and tell me where in the world you found them and didn't find them that costed an arm and a leg, because I just couldn't seem to do it. But with these lights, I have read and researched that the best way to do this is either clear bulbs or daylight bulbs. Now, daylight bulbs were way more expensive than clear bulbs, and they were very hard to find in more of a 3-pack or 4-pack or a variety pack, you know, like the big family pack light bulb things. So I went ahead and I went to Walmart, and these were $2-ish and some change for 3 bulbs a piece. I went ahead and got the clear 60 watts. Now, here's a little tip. So when you're buying your light bulbs, make sure you look, and even though they say clear, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're clear. Some brands like GE and things like that have like a blue hue to their clear bulbs. And I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but once you really plugged them in and compared it to a crystal clear bulb like this one is to another clear bulb that has that bluish hue, trust me, you'll see it when you buy them. But it does put a blue hue on everything, which you wouldn't notice normally if you weren't comparing, but I am totally glad that I got these super clear bulbs. And I got 6 packs of them. I mean, these were actually even cheaper than the Great Value brand. So, and got really good reviews. I looked them up online. And you also want to make sure you're checking the brightness, how many lumens it has, because some of them will say, yeah, they're 60 watts, but they're only like 400 lumens. Like, what is that going to do for you? These are 525, and they seem like they were the best bang for your buck. So, I recommend these. And from there, I'm also going to do something a little different with my vanity. And I went ahead and I got this PVC pipe. So it's a I think it's 4 inches wide PVC pipe. Yeah, that sounds about right. And in your local Home Depot or Lowe's, in the PVC pipe section, they have like this little section for extra, where like a contractor came in and didn't want 10 feet of it, or I'm sorry, 10 inches of it, so you can cut it up. So I did that. I got, I think it was a 10 foot 10-foot pipe, and then I had them cut it down for me, and or something like that. My goodness, I don't know how long it was to start, but it was a couple feet. I think maybe like 5 feet instead of the 10-foot ones. Yes, that's right. Instead of getting the 10-foot ones, there's like 5-foot ones or shorter. So in this bin, there's different colors, different sizes. So kind of do your research to make sure you're matching everything together. But the nice thing is you could take this, see how I have here. I have like a whole bunch of them. So what I did is I asked the guy in the plumbing section if he could cut this for me, and he cut them down to this size, which is probably about, I think, 6 inches. I didn't really say. I just told him to cut it as even as possible so that I could have 4 pieces. I'm only going to use 3, but I just wanted one as backup in case I messed up, which is always a good thing, because you don't want to be running back to the store frantically because you messed something up by accident. So besides these now pieces of PVC pipe, I also bought caps. So these caps are fit to size, and, you know, see, they go right on it. Bam. So these, I'm going to cut a hole in my handy-dandy hardwood plywood, the same size as these, and then I'm going to sink these into the wood, and then I'm going to add adhesive so that they are stuck there forever. And what they're going to serve purpose for is my curling iron and my hair dryer and my flat iron. And that way I'm not having all that clutter on top of my vanity, because I can't stand clutter, especially when I'm trying to get ready and I already have tens of billions of pieces of makeup or hairbrushes or hair ties, whatever, on the top of my vanity. So then I actually have a place for these to rest, especially when they're hot and you don't you know, want hot irons laying around. And it's actually a really good thing too if you have small children, to where they can't pull a cord off the table, off your vanity, and now they're messing with a hot iron. Because Lord knows that we're always trying to do 10 things at the same time. So just thought it was a really nice idea. It's definitely the salon style idea, but I thought it was perfect. So besides that, that is all of the items needed to start up this project. I know it sounds really overwhelming, but it's not. It's just little pieces that all go together. It's a really simple project. These PVC pipes, though, not very expensive, but make sure you look around. You can get different colors, too. I got the black industrial because it seemed like the best thing to have for what I was using it for. And on a side note, I'm going to kind of show you guys an organization project that I've been working on. So this is my earring / barrette clip flower thingy holder. So I went ahead and made this, and because I wanted to put it up on the wall next to my vanity for organization, so I didn't have everything laying around all over the place. So what I did is I got everything from Walmart. I got this 16 by 20 poster frame. This poster frame is super nice because these side black brackets here, there are 4 pieces all the way around. So they kind of just slip on like sleeve covers if you've ever used those before. So super easy. And what I did is I used everything. So I kept the plasticky glass, the inside paper, and then on the back there's a piece of cardboard I can show you here. So it's cardboard, and then it has like these hooks already mounted onto your frame. So I taped the glass, the inside paper, and the back cardboard together as like one thick piece. Then what I went ahead and did is, oh, by the way, that costs like under $5, depending on what size you get. You can get bigger, you can get smaller, wider, whatever, to each their own. And then I went ahead and got these fabric squares. So they're 97 cents a piece. I got 3 different or 2 of the same, but 3 different pieces. And they're 18 by 21 inches. So what I did is I unfolded them, and I folded them in half and then wrapped them around the frame, and then I hot glued it to the back, or super glue. Super glue worked really good too because I kind of ran out of hot glue, so I had to switch over to that. So you just do each. So I folded it over and twisted it around the back and hot glued it, super glued it, and I did 3 different layers. So I did this one here, and then I folded this one over and put it here, and then hot glued it to the back. Yada yada. So then, after you have all your fabric on there, the way that you would like, you don't have to do it the way I did it. You could do it all one color if you want to. You could buy one solid sheet of fabric if you wanted to do it that way. I was just in a hurry, so I saw these little squares, so I thought that would be perfect. After that, I went ahead and I got this elastic. It's literally on a roll. And I hot glued this elastic around the back, and I have 4 little pieces. You could do as many as you want. Go to town. But I did 4 because it was evenly spacing for me of what I was going to use it for. And I hot glued it, and I really pulled it taut. This is still pretty elasticy. So if you don't want an elastic, I'm sure you could do like ribbon or something like that, which would be kind of cool as well. So what I did, and because these don't have like sections or anything, I took these pins right here, which was like $3 or $4 for a whole 100 of them. Oh, I think it was like $2 or $3 rather. And I got the colored ones because I thought that was kind of fun. And I actually made my own sections. So I used 5 pins all the way across, and I went through the fabric, through the elastic, came back out through the elastic, back through the elastic, and then hid the pointy part of the pins behind the fabric. And that way, if you see, I have these earrings here to where they're using it as a pocket, and then these are using it to hang because they have dangly, so I didn't want them to break. And then these are my hair clips, so these are all clipped to it as well. And I just started this, so my full collection is not on here yet, but I just wanted to hang a couple things so that you guys had an idea of what I was trying to describe to you. And then I also have these boxes here, which are pretty nifty. So don't judge me. This is not the prettiest jewelry box I have going right now. I just kind of grabbed a random one. And so these you can get for $2.50 a piece in the arts and crafts section at Walmart. And the only thing that kind of stinks is that these aren't removable. They're set in there for like these dividers don't move. But that's okay. I actually love these boxes. Like, if you can hear this, like, it clips shut, and it's pretty stealable. So if you wanted to use it for like to take on vacation with you and throw it in luggage, your earrings aren't going to fall all over the place. Now, I did do my homework on this, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, I could just go to the outdoor section and get like a tackle box. And no, don't do that. Here's the thing. So, yes, the tackle boxes are a little bit bigger. Yes, the tackle boxes have the removable slots so that you can make the slots as big as you want. But those slots aren't very sturdy, so they kind of move up and down. And if a slot moves up, well, now these earrings are in this box, and it kind of gets all disorganized, which wasn't it. The purpose of this is to be organized. So I don't recommend that. And they're also like $8, $9, $10, $15, depending on the size of tackle box you got a piece. These, $2.50, highly durable, really lock shut, super smart. Here's the cool thing. And they're stackable. I mean, they're clear too, which is really nice. You can see what's in them. I love it. I love it. I've never been so organized with my jewelry in my life. So, besides that though, I was going to do the whole naughty no-no and put my necklaces in a ball in each of these little slots. I know what you're thinking. What was I thinking? So, I absolutely despise when my necklaces get tangled up or when they're so tangled that they break. And now I'm really upset because now it's broken. It's not just tangled, it's broken. So what I did is I went ahead and got these awesome cup hooks. 50 pieces value pack. I'd say I spent maybe $3, something like that. Something super cheap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang these on the wall around my boards and hang my necklaces from them. I think it's the best idea, best bang for its buck, and best way to save money on not breaking necklaces or bracelets for that matter. You could really hang anything, maybe even hats. I don't know if everybody's a big hat fan out there, but probably a cool idea to hang hats from as well, or anything else that needs to be hung. So that is all I have for you guys right now. If you have any questions about anything that I've gone over, message me, write a comment, do your thing. I will try to explain it to you as best as I can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this so far. I'm going to get started on building this awesome vanity, and I will get back to you soon.